From yesterday at BBC Radio Manchester, a comedy duo making their way to Edinburgh, and another comedy duo from Manchester who will be making the trip to Scotland are with me now. James Benison and Sid Wick, they make up the comedy duo Slap and Giggle. Good afternoon, gents.
Good afternoon.
Slap and Giggle.
Yeah.
I'm instinctively just going to say slap and tickle.
Yeah.
Almost by instincts.
We've had a lot of problems with that over the years. Being booked for the wrong gigs.
Yeah.
There are actually another comedy group, a tribute act to us, called Slap and Tickle.
They're infinitely more popular than us, though.
We actually are supporting them now.
You've got a tribute act?
Yeah.
Have you?
Slap and Tickle, yeah. Like I said, they're more popular than us, and so we've actually ended up supporting them.
It's ironic how these things turn out, really, isn't it?
How does a comedy tribute act work? They just come on and tell your jokes?
Pretty much the same jokes, yeah.
It's particularly disappointing when we do it first.
Yeah.
And then they get the laugh and we
get the bigger laugh.
Yeah, it's very upsetting.
Nice. You both from Manchester?
No, we both studied in Manchester.
At university.
Yeah, I'm from the Midlands.
Whereabouts?
Warwick.
I'm from Coventry.
I lived in Coventry for a year.
Awful, isn't it?
Oh, God, so bad.
Whereas Warwick is the posh part.
Yeah, I lived in the castle, so I was protected from all the Coventrians.
Yeah, we're nasty pieces of work. Sid, and what about you?
I'm from Devon.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's all you can really say about it.
Three people in Manchester cheering along with you right now.
Well, no, Devon. I often pass through Devon on the way to Cornwall.
Yeah.
Which is a beautiful part
a treat.
of the world.
So you never stop.
Have you ever been to Exeter Services?
I've been to Exeter St David train station.
Really? Yeah. Oh.
What a station.
I could talk for hours about this.
Probably best we
How long is the show?
Not long enough for you to talk for hours about Exeter train station.
So
you both met at university?
Yes.
Yes. It's a very interesting story there.
Yeah.
Tell me it.
Fascinating, isn't it?
The amount of times I've told this story. Yeah. We actually were in the Manchester Student Pantomime Society together.
Can I just recommend to anyone out there, do check out the University
it's
Pantomime.
very good.
It's a fantastic institution.
The year that we met, Sid was playing the hero of the piece and I was playing the villain.
Yeah. Of course.
But it's kind of a dynamic we've kept, kind of without Slap and Giggle, really.
Absolutely,
in many years.
Yeah, I'm very much the hero of the piece, and James is the very unpopular evil
character
villain.
Yeah.
I find that hard to believe.
Oh, you're a charmer.
I am charmer. Usually the ladies are charmed though, James, so this is a treat for you. 20 minutes to 5 now. We're going to talk more to James and Sid in just a few moments, find out more about Slap and Giggle, find out what you can expect if you are going to Edinburgh as well, if you want to go and see their show. Now though, let's find out what's happening on the roads. Tina Turner, What's Love Got to Do with It? It's BBC Radio Manchester 95.1 FM, DAB digital radio, or you could be listening online, bbc.co.uk/Manchester. I'm Matt White, good afternoon. We're talking about the Edinburgh Fringe Festival. It starts today. Lots of Manchester acts going down to put on shows down there, including two guys that are with me this afternoon, James and Sid. They make up the comedy double act Slap and Giggle. Afternoon, lads.
Good afternoon.
Well, that was nice. Very positive.
I was just raising from my chair and there's an inexplicable burst of it. It's completely involuntary boost of energy there.
So, someone is going to Edinburgh. They're going to come and see your show, Slap and Giggle.
That's a given.
What's it called?
It's called Slap and Giggle Revelations.
Yeah.
What's it about?
It's about myself and James. We have several things that we think it's about time we admitted to and are legally bound to
definitely
talk about in public, and
and all the hilarity that ensues. If people looking at the flyer might think it's a completely different show because it is a very revealing flyer.
It's a very revealing flyer.
How revealing, lads?
Well, I've had lots of complaints from many people who've seen it, saying that the image of my bottom has burnt out their eyes.
Yeah, it was a naked photo shoot.
Yeah.
Though luckily, did you do a naked photo?
Yeah.
Proper full on.
Some of us were more naked than others.
Yeah, I had a guitar.
I had a kazoo, but not with me.
Whatever covers it.
Yeah.
Whatever covers it. How was doing a naked photo shoot? How was that?
Cold.
Awkward.
That's my excuse.
You would say it's cold.
That's my story. It was very cold.
It was horrendously awkward, especially for the photographer who we hadn't warned about it.
Yeah. He didn't know it was going to be naked.
She didn't. No.
Bless her. Did she not really?
Well, we said it was going to be.
The problem is that people take most of what we say as a joke.
Yeah.
They think
I don't know why.
They're just being funny, but no, we really did want a naked photo shoot, and
And that's what she got.
Yep. And she's actually quit photography now.
Yeah. She's never worked.
Her camera's burnt out.
No, she is a wonderful photographer. Her name's Sarah Golding, by the way. If anyone's interested in a naked photo shoot, do check out Sarah Golding.
She only does naked photo shoots now.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, she's scarred for life, lads.
Yeah.
You've got here as your list of influences. James, you're a big fan of Flight of the Conchords.
Big fan of Flight of the Conchords.
A double act who predominantly do... They started off just doing music parodies, didn't they? But then they went to HBO and made a whole TV series based around it.
We've got that kind of aspect of music kind of in our show.
It's difficult to be a comedian these days with a musical aspect of your show and not being likened to Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, there are two of us and there is music in that aspect.
But do you know what? There was a time, a long time ago, when not many people were doing it. Jasper Carrott used to whip out his guitar and do some comedy music. But now I think it's cool, it's sexy. Bill Bailey does it to big arenas as well.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Even then, it's still a rarity. There is the dime that does. Myself and James come from a sort of musical theatre background as well, so we're
very good at it.
We're good at the music side.
We're probably the best in the world.
I'm certainly the best. Anyway.
Yeah. And I'm good support for him.
Yeah, of course, everyone needs some good support.
Yeah.
Sid, you're a fan of Reeves and Mortimer as well.
Big time.
I am massive.
Aren't we all?
Do you know what?
As a human race?
I discovered Reeves and Mortimer, Vic Reeves' Big Night Out. I think it must have been 1990.
It's about 15 years old now, isn't it?
Older than that, man. I think about 1990.
Yeah.
Which is 22 years.
At least.
Is that about right?
Yeah, no, it was 89, wasn't it?
Oh, 22 if it was 89.
Yeah.
I do have a degree in maths. So.
But I remember stumbling across it and just thinking, this is just incredible and so different
at the time,
to anything.
From what I've heard, obviously I was quite young at the time, but I've heard it really reinvented comedy. And the beauty of Vic Reeves' Big Night Out is it really is comedy for, I don't want to say all ages because it makes it sound like it's not very good, but it's not crude as such. It's witty and it's bizarre and it's fun, and that's very much sort of style we go for. Where anyone can watch us, though obviously the more
they very rarely do watch us. So
can I just say though how impressed I am that we were talking about Reeves and Mortimer, all of a sudden woof, background to Slap and Giggle.
Yeah. We've been doing this for 3.5 years now, so we've managed to turn every conversation back around to promoting our show.
You have to do that's when you get down there, are you putting on your own show for 11 nights, is that right?
It's 11 shows this year. We did
6th to the 16th.
Yeah, 6th to the 16th. We're in the Globe, which is just off the Royal Mile, so do check us out if you're in Edinburgh. If
it's
haven't
free.
Been to the Edinburgh Festival, we're part of the Free Fringe this year. PBH's Free Fringe, which is the way the Edinburgh Festival seems to be going actually these days. I think there are more Free Fringe shows this year than regular shows, which is a really good thing for the Fringe. Yeah, really big names as well. Big names have always done it in the past, but this year, just off the top of my head, I know Norman Lovett's doing it, who was Holly in Red Dwarf.
He's great, Norman.
He's a fantastic. Yeah, he started off as a stand-up before that anyway, but he's one of the big names who are doing it these days.
Yeah, so loads of big Slap and Giggle, they're doing it. Big names, big names,
and then there are some lesser comedians as well.
Yeah. There are other shows that you can see.
There are other shows available.
So, presumably, if it's free, you're not going to have to go out touting on the streets.
Oh, well, that's our favourite bit.
Yeah.
Especially now we've got the naked flyers,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Why did you decide to get into comedy? Did you both, and I don't mean this is always hard to say, but did you always know or think you were funny?
I tell you what,
people were always laughing at you, weren't they?
Yeah, against my will most of the time. I think it's one of these things
you laughed out of Coventry.
Yeah, exactly.
We've all been laughed out of Coventry.
We've been asked this before, and I think it's not really a comedy thing. I think comedy is a natural progression from just kind of performance in general. I know Sid kind of comes from kind of a performance background, kind of musical theatre and acting in general. The circus. I've kind of again had a very big acting background as well as kind of dabbling in magic and music and things as well, and I think it kind of progressed to the point where we kind of wanted to try and do something more and harder in many ways.
Do you do magic?
It is a skill I have, yes.
Every single one of his girlfriends disappeared.
Yeah.
And the legal team following that, you've got your whole case department in the station. So.
Yeah.
Have you heard of a magician called Dynamo?
No.
Isn't that a character from the Beano?
Dynamo?
Well, Dandy. I'm sure it was.
No,
she was drawn grotesque.
No, are you thinking of Dennis?
No.
No.
There will be at least one listener out there who knows what I'm talking about.
No, you're thinking of that Keira Knightley
not
film.
insane.
She's a bounty hunter, isn't she?
Keira yeah.
What's that?
Domino.
Yeah.
There was a joke there. I thought I've got to ask what it is.
The best jokes are the ones you have to explain.
You can get the ones that's the ones. Just talk me through that.
You can put away your joke sheet now, Jake.
Okay, I'll put that.
Not quite as big as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Oh, on the photo
Listen,
shoots.
James and Sid, thank you very much for coming in. Pleasure to meet you.
It's okay, Matt. Thanks for having us.
Can I just say, can you follow us on Twitter?
Yes, I
Yeah.
will. What's your... and someone else
Me,
could as well, I
or-
suppose.
yeah.
You are Slap and Giggle.
Slap and Giggle, yes.
All one word. All one
Yeah,
word.
for a non-stop torrent of dribble.
Yeah.
You're in Edinburgh, what dates again?
6th to the 16th at the Globe. Check us out, guys. We're good fun.
It's BBC Radio Manchester. Just after 10 minutes to 5, I'm Matt White. On the way, music from Room.
Manchester Sports.